come back into Nick Knight.
Pretty good shout from Nixon McLean. Ball seemingly coming back in. I'm not too sure why that wasn't given out, to be honest.
That's very wide. And the fine leg is very square. Williams isn't going to get there. So it ends up being 4 wides. And he's gone. Shot in the air again. Proves Stewart's downfall. That's good thinking by the West Indies. They've got the early breakthrough. Alex Stewart has gone, and England are 1 down for 7. Who's hurried on to Ben Hollioake. There's a misfield and good running. As soon as Hollioake saw the fumble, he was back for the second run. Great start to this young man's one-day international career. Big shout and gone. What a great over from Nixon McLean. Disappointment for Ben Hollioake. He troops off, head down. West Indies are alight here. England 9 for 2. That's straight through Hick. Very fine bowling. The crowd are really leaping around here in St Vincent. There's a shout from behind the stumps. And eventually, Steve Buckner gives him out. Knight looks reasonably happy to go. But that's a big, big blow for England. They're 3 down now with just 17 on the board.
Super stroke from Graham Hick. Won't go all the way. We're down to 3. Really stood up tall to play that. Lovely fluent stroke away through extra cover. Although Hick didn't get it, he'll earn 4. And yet again, an example of the confidence he's shown this morning that hasn't been there in the previous games. It's even better. That is classic Graham Hick. It's a supreme straight drive.
And, that really is a high-quality shot.
Oh, he's gone. Gone this time. Conversation about Graham Hick can end for the day. Great disappointment for him and for England. Jack Russell is the new batsman for England. It's a surprise selection to see him brought into the middle order instead of Mark Ramprakash.
Run.
Very good shot from Russell. He gave it a good thump. It had much backlift in it, but it sped away. This is a quick outfield, and if you find the gap, you've got every chance of hitting the boundary. Oh, must have edged it. Just a thin one. No, says Steve Buckner. Well, we heard a noise on our microphone that's in the stump. Mervyn Dillon's in some shock, as is wicketkeeper Ridley Jacobs.
Well, I think Adam Hollioake might just have got away with one there.
Well, you won't see a better stroke than that for the whole of the day. Lovely cover drive from Jack Russell.
No one down there, and not very clever bowling from McLean. A bouncer with no one down at fine leg, and an easy hook shot put away well by Adam Hollioake.
Adam Hollioake showing immediately his insecurity against spin bowling. Front edge off the first ball that Hooper bowled to him, and a little prod there, trying to get that down to third man.
That'll beat both of them. Goes across the ropes. Didn't look as if it was going to be a 4-shot from the time it left the bat. More work out there for Carl Tuckett. But they come back easily for the second run in the end of McLean's spell. 10 overs, 1 maiden, 3 for 44. England 73 for 4 after 19 overs. Taken, low catch by Carl Hooper, and Adam Hollyoak goes. Mervyn Dillon gets a wicket with his last ball of the 8th over, and the last ball of his first over of a new spell. 79 for 5 after 20 overs.
Oh, well. It's a carnival out there for the West Indians. Slow looping full tosses are now taking wickets. Jack Russell has missed a straight one. It's as simple as that. England are in awful trouble.
Walking a long way across and missing a full toss. Can't believe it, Jack Russell.
Got away with it. It surprised Elam for pace.
It's not really a delivery that you expect to get too often in these one-day games. Short ball coming at your throat. Good pace.
Long chase around here for McLean. He won't get there. Ball just beating him. Good sweep shot from the middle of the bat and fine enough from Dougie Brown to get a boundary.
Pretty much out of the middle of the bat as well. It's no great effort in it. It's accelerate and run away down there.
In the air, keeper. So Ridley Jacobs uses his gloves to gather it in. Dougie Brown goes, and England lose their 7th wicket for 115.
Well, I'm surprised that England attempted to go this route. There's 18 overs to go, very few wickets in hand, and I'm not quite sure that was the shot for the time.
Sliced away. So chase here for Arthurton. They'll pick up 2. But they won't bat out the overs like that. Mark Elam a long way down. Beautifully bowled by Hooper. And Ridley Jacobs doing the rest.
Only for the third umpire there.
That's bowled him. That's a poor dismissal. Matthew Fleming trying to hit Simmons through the leg side. The only thing that gets hit is his stumps. Should be 3 here for England.
Fraser ripping along to 5 from 18 balls. He's optionless, poor fellow, just to try to bat out the overs. Somehow he has to ensure that he's there at the end with Croft, and that any run that could possibly be gleaned from this very organised West Indian attack has done so.
To run down that hill very, very quickly indeed, and he won't catch it. There's a definite downhill gradient here at this northern end, and it really raced away.
Oh, that's it. End of the innings. No question there. It's all done and dusted. Another slow bowler catches a wicket. It was a big day for Simmons yesterday. He's ended up with 2 more today. There's 1 for Raoul Lewis.
Well, England committed all of the cardinal one-day errors, including being bowled out within their allotted 50 overs. quite a few batsmen got in, but nobody really kicked on to play an important innings. As for the bowling, Nixon McLean, the local boy on his home ground, splendid opening bursts from him, backed up very well by Mervyn Dillon, and again the backup bowlers Simmons, Hooper and Lewis, very impressive.
Pulled away through square leg again. Ben Hollyoake can't get there. Dougie Brown had a difficult day yesterday, and today hasn't started well for him either. A lot of power in that shot. Mark Elam down at third man, doing very well. No ball called. Well caught by Dougie Brown. I'm afraid he doesn't realise that it was a no ball. Fraser staring at the ground, scratching the front line. Well, that's bowled him out. Philo Wallace is standing there, but I think the ball has clipped the stumps, and he's now happy to go when he realises what has happened. Fraser gets his own back straight away.
Well, quite sure what Philo Wallace was standing there for. I think the rules are quite clear. If you're bowled, you're out. Off-stump bail goes off. He's having a good look at it, so there's no doubt he knows that he's out.
Nick Knight and Matthew Fleming after it. Fleming's won the race, but he's carried the ball over the line. This time through the onside. Adam Hollyoake gets some exercise. He's more successful than Fleming.
We saw Lambert play that stroke in the test matches, particularly in Barbados on occasions when we weren't expecting it. He didn't seem to have that elegance. He has here. Top shot. He's a magic timer of the ball, Stuart Williams. That was the best of him. Fortunate for Fraser, very fortunate for Stuart Williams. It's funny how when things go with you, they really go with you. 4 more. Uncompromising thump to square. For once, Angus Fraser too short.
Cotton ball, put it down. Came back like a rocket to him. A little sympathetic pat in the back from Graham Hick.
Well, what a catch this would have been. Just a reflex to stick the hand up. Oh, it's rolled down his back. And there was nothing he could do once that happened.
Just 18 runs off his 10 overs yesterday. He got a wicket. Now in his fourth over now. Just the 3 runs conceded. Just over the head of the square leg fielder, but very well hit by Clayton Lambert. He does give the ball a fair blow when he does lay into it. Got it very fine. Just the deft use once again of the wrist, and that raises his 50. Celebration around the ground, and a half-century for Clayton Lambert. Coming back into the West Indies team at the age of 36 to the test side, and now into the one-day side, and 50 out of 66.
Propelling the West Indies on their way.
That's well held. Very good catch indeed. High swirling ball. The wind is quite strong here, and Clayton Lambert seemingly satisfied with his half-century. Goes for the big one, and Robert Croft, after 2 fours in the over, gets his revenge with this high catch.
Oh, we're praising Lambert for his 50. Well, that's pretty irresponsible. Just look to heave Croft over the top.
So there's another wicket. Phil Simmons marches off. Robert Croft gets another wicket. The West Indies here 67 for 3. And who knows what can happen in this game. Well, short enough for Williams. He's a very good player of the short ball, cut and pull and hook. And he's put that away for 4. Just past the left hand of Hick. That is a very difficult half chance, really. It took the bottom edge and went down and went very, very quickly indeed. But Williams still lucky to get 4.
And there's the boundary. Going to be a very good bowler indeed to keep Brian Lara quiet.
4 on the offside, and still the field is pierced.
Up in the air. It's over the top of Fraser and runs away for 4. Up and over mid-wicket. Just 1 bounce for. Lara wants to win the match and the series in style.
It's pretty good batting by Brian Lara. He has seen the field. He knows Adam Holyoke has to keep in quite a few other fielders, prevent the singles, and so there are quite a few gaps in the outfield.
Chase from Mark Elam. A vain chase. The crowd have gone mad here. 3 boundaries from Lara in the over. The 100's up for the West Indies. Good stop. Nick Knight behind square. And gone. In the air, England fight on. They've chipped out another wicket. This time Stuart Williams goes for 19. West Indies 4 down now for 104.
Pretty big task for England, but at least they are fighting and keeping in the fight. Another wicket goes down because there are so many fielders inside the circle.
Lara's got it through again. Great effort by Adam Holyoke. He saved 1 run, but Hooper's picked up 3. Just a smile from Steve Buckner. Can't quite imagine why Robert Croft was appealing. Lara down the track. There's a man out for Hooper at straight mid-wicket. There's no one out for Lara. Well, that's coming down towards us in the commentary box. This time it's Hooper's turn to loft it into the outfield, and there's enough pace on it to beat Stewart into the fence. 4 more.
Very strange shot by Hooper. Lobs it back over mid-off. Off the back foot. There are the police at the ready. And we've got some of the defence force as well. Getting ready for the second match of the day. Police and defence force against the crowd. And reckon that the crowd would win just as comfortably as the West Indies look as if they'll win here. In the air, comfortable catch, and Hooper knows it. So Hooper goes off the top edge. Just reward for Matthew Fleming as Angus Fraser takes the catch, and Matthew Fleming really deserves that wicket. In spite of the situation, he has not given up, and Carl Hooper goes, and Lara goes over the top. Raises his 50, yet another half century for the West Indies captain. So 50 for Brian Lara, and the West Indies now within 5 of victory.
I get the feeling he doesn't want to hang around.
Did a big one, but he's bowled now. Having a big swing at that one. He's asked umpire Doctrove about it. Lara's walking off. Just looked up to ask if the ball had hit the stumps, I think. A huge swing, but he certainly seemed to be very distressed and very discomforted by that hand of his, and a wild swipe. And this will be 2 of them, I think, and if they hurry, it could be 3. Alex Stewart is after it, but they're not hurrying, so the scores are level. That wins the match. A wide, and it's caught some of the spectators off guard. And the West Indies have won.
Well, Clayton Lambert gave the West Indies the ideal start there, but at 67 for 3, there was just a glimmer of hope for England, but Brian Lara slammed the door shut on them. As for the bowling, Robert Croft again bowled well with his off-spin. Gutsy little display by Matthew Fleming at the end, but not enough runs for Adam Hollyoak to play with. And West Indies won by 4 wickets with 74 balls to spare. At the presentation ceremony, the captain, Brian Lara, was named man of the match.